We're going to move into show number 7, Lucky 7. So this is the 7th show that Carla and I have done, as we have been attempting to deliver tennis news to others as we wish that it was delivered to us. And we're learning, so bear with us here. So we did the men's and women's for the past couple of days, and we just did the men's, right?
Correct.
So if you want to see the men's, check out the video just posted a little while ago. We're going to move into the women's side now. It's about 9:30, by the way, here in Dauphin Island, Alabama. I know we've had a long day with the 5 kids. Some tennis training today, twice. We played earlier. I had a not the best showing. I got served today. So we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. I won yesterday, though, so we'll have the tiebreaker set tomorrow. I expect big things.
Wait, what tiebreaker? I've beat you 5 times. 5 times.
The last 2 days.
You played 6 times. 5-1?
But no.
There is no tiebreaker.
You got a bagel not long ago.
When?
Like, when was the bagel?
You can't even remember that. Bagel? When? Are you dreaming?
You got a 6-2 yesterday.
It was Father's Day.
Oh, that's bull. All right. Anyway, we'll see what happens with that tomorrow and include the results in our men's and women's recap. Sometimes we have to take it easy on women, you know? Gotta take it easy on her. She got 5 kids. She get old.
5 kids and I still whooped your ass.
All right, moving forward. So we're going to jump right back into the women's. So today we had some results from 2 tournaments. One, the Mallorca Open, which is in Spain. Personally, I did not know until 3 days ago that there was a Mallorca Open.
I didn't know either.
In Spain. I knew Nadal was from there, and Nadal was from there and trained there, which I heard he was practicing there today.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Where'd you hear that from?
I wrote it in my notes.
Where'd you see that?
So, quick sidetrack, which is kind of a deep thought actually, is that I don't get into big time business or political type questions when it involves in sports. And I know there's been this big topic about men's and women's prize money, and I don't get into all that. But the problem is I think we heard more about Nadal practicing at the Mallorca Open on the grass courts warming up than we did about the girls that played there today. I don't know how to...
Well, speaking of Nadal, he actually said it, I think it was after the French Open, they asked him, how do you feel about women making the same pay as men? And he said he didn't really agree with it because the audience is there to see more of the men matches than the women.
So... yeah, and this was a quote, and again, I'm not pro one way or pro the other. I just am delivering news the same way in which you would read it in any periodical. I just don't even see how it's even possible that I read a story on pretty much the front page of a digital reference that is involving the broad spectrum of tennis. Not necessarily men's, not necessarily women's. And the first story is Rafa back on the practice court, grass at the Mallorca Open. It's an all-women's tournament, right? So he's practicing there, and I may have this wrong, so please chime in and correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're at an all-women's tournament practicing there and you're getting more traction than the girls that are actually playing there, there's a problem there.
Who's playing? Who's playing in the Mallorca Open?
Good question. I actually have these notes. I came prepared. Let me check the camera. I think we're on the same brainwave for this video, so I think this one should work out pretty well.
Well, I'm just trying to see why Nadal would be, the center of attention. Is there no top seeders in the Mallorca Open?
All right, so we're going to address this question. All right, so the matches that I had taken notes today upon were the first round results from this tournament, in which Nadal was practicing, from what I've read. In which he garnished more attention. All right, so Carlos Suarez Navarro loses to someone by the name of Aruba Barrena.
That's really bad for Carlos Suarez. She's from Spain.
But so is this other girl.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Aruba Barrena.
Okay.
Can you pronounce that? Because it's...
Did you spell it right?
Yeah,
Aruba Barrena?
Aruba Barrena. Okay. So... both Spanish girls, good job for them. Okay, can we see why Nadal maybe had gotten some more than that match, though?
If that was one of
That's
the
matches.
matches, yeah.
Okay. 2. Schiavone loses to Withoff.
Withoff is from.
I want to say
Britain?
I think she's like from Belgium or somewhere in there. I have to look it up. Witthoft, I think, something. I think Belgium.
I've heard of her before.
I've heard of her before too.
Yes.
But what I'm getting at is, is
is
it gonna take away from the Nadal's practice court?
No.
No. Okay.
Definitely.
All right. So here we go. Next match, Schiavone lost that.
That's too bad.
Okay. Too bad. All right. So here's one that I didn't expect a loss from. It was a decent match, but Kontaveit loses to a young lady, last name Maria. I wasn't familiar with the person. I only mentioned that because I thought Kontaveit had a lot of promise coming into the grass season, and it may just have been an off day at the office. I understand that. But I really expect for whoever really wants to be hungry at Wimbledon to win, get comfortable winning, and keep winning, and then just take it home.
Maybe grass is not her thing.
Maybe
hard court is. I mean, she did good last year in hard court, so.
Agree, totally. So,
by the way, the player that Schiavone lost to, she's from Germany.
German player, Maria.
Mm-hmm.
Or Withoff. Okay.
Yes.
All right, so another player I'm going to mention today, go with me on this one. Alison Risk, the number 2 seed, wins in 3 sets to someone I've never personally heard of. Last name pronounced Frech, F-R-E-C-H. I potentially mispronounced that name. Only thing I'm mentioning here is here we are, this young girl, Alison Risk, young American, number 2 seed, struggles through a match, 3 sets, whole lot of energy wasted. I really want to see more from American tennis. I don't know much about Risk, honestly.
I think she's been, she's in her mid-20s. She's been on the tour for a while as well.
Yeah.
She's like a McHale.
Okay, so you're prototypical current kind of women's tennis deal, less Serena.
Correct. They're just in the 50s, 60s, 70s.
Or Sloane Stephens is good, but besides Serena and Sloane, it's kind of the same. Yeah, so one of those. Okay, so cool. We're on the same page with that. Well, no big deal. I just want to say that I don't really see anything more from a first or second round
That's not a big deal match.
of Wimbledon. And not a big deal match. Is it going to take away from Nadal's practice court?
No, I can see why they were giving him the attention.
Last match, Stosur wins 6-2, 7-5 against a young lady today. Is that going to take away from Nadal's practice court?
No.
Okay. I didn't think so. However, could Nadal have maybe practiced elsewhere?
No, that's his hometown.
But there's a tournament going on. I'm sure he has a court in his backyard.
Maybe he truly believes what he said.
Maybe he thought he could sell more tickets if he was there.
Correct.
Because they didn't sell any tickets to have the tournament in the first place.
I think so.
So maybe the tournament organizers were begging him to come practice there so they could get their money back from the tournament.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah. Marketing 101. Anyway, so I'm just checking the camera. Again, we don't have help with this, so. All right. So I would say yes, that this was probably tournament organizers saying, geez, there's not much going on here. We're not selling chicken sandwiches. Our draft beers are still here. Let's get Nadal here and see if he can sell some stuff for us.
That's what happened.
That's what happened. All right, so we're going to move forward, and we're going to talk about tomorrow's notable matches at this tournament. Here's a couple big names popping up tomorrow. We have Kuznetsova playing Sevastova. Kuznetsova, veteran. Sevastova's been around for a while. 3 seed here.
Both Russian players, right?
Yeah.
Good players, both of them. Any one of them could take it. Depending who's on that day.
Agree. No upsets either way, but hey, I think there's 2 hungry tennis players here worth watching, I think. I think it would be better than watching Risk and Frech. So good tennis there, I think, would be worth watching if you have the time.
I think Sevastova is how you say it.
Mm-hmm.
She beat Sharapova at the U.S. Open on her comeback.
Another match, not that this is going to be, in my opinion, more than about 45 minutes of tumultuous butt whipping. But Azarenka plays a Swiss player tomorrow, Vogel, however you pronounce her last name. But Azarenka should cruise. Maybe not, though, because of where she is coming back. Your thoughts?
I think she should get through. Not cruise, but she'll get through it.
Yeah. Well, I think it's a warm-up match here for Azarenka. I wouldn't expect too much from her if she loses. She's been here before. She's won tournaments. She'll be just fine either way. The last notable match in this tournament tomorrow is Kerber getting back in the ring against this girl, Alison Risk. Here's my forecast on this real quick, and I'll let her say what she wishes to say. This is a chance for this girl, Alison Risk, either to say, I'm here, Watch me. I'm here. Watch me. I'm gonna do this. Let's roll. Or it's a chance for her to get her butt whipped, 1-1 or 1-3 or 3-4 or 0-0 or whatever it may be, and just stay in the pack of the rest of less Serena and less Venus, less those two, just the regular pack of the rest. So go out. His first name's Allison or Wrist. Go.
Yeah, I've seen her play.
Have a great match. Fight.
She
Go
has
out and
no
get
chance, Justin.
it. Okay, I'm rooting for you. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Okay?
Kerber is a way better
Prove me
player
wrong.
than her. She'll overpower her. Her shot selections are better. Her serve alone is better. No. That's not happening. She'll be out.
Prove me wrong, Risk. I'm rooting for you, okay? American tennis has been letting us down for a while. We're trying to bring that back. I'm rooting for you. But I'm going to go with Carly here. I think that it may be a long day at the office. You can do this, though. Bye. All right, so moving forward, and we're going to sum this up pretty quick. We have another tournament, the Nature Valley Classic. And again, this is the third time, I think, this year, or maybe the second, that I've heard this Nature Valley deal. I think there's been some sponsorship changes. Maybe there's some marketing stuff going on in women's tennis. It's hard for me to follow. But nonetheless, that's the tournament name this year. It's in Birmingham, England. And again, maybe they would have sold some more tickets today if they would have had Federer practicing there, because I don't think anybody really missed too terribly much. And I'm just checking the camera. So here's the matches that I wrote today of notables, and it's not all the matches. If there's two qualifiers that made it, you never heard of them, and they're 1 and 2 in their professional career, I'm not going to bore you and waste your time. I don't think I would want to sit there and listen to 20 minutes of that in the car. So anyway, Pliskova and Carolina, they're twins, but
Right.
The more highly seeded one, as more people know her as, but Carolina actually lost today pretty badly against Rybarikova. I think she's a Serbian player, maybe.
Rybarikova has been out for a while, and it's not a big deal. Pliskova lost this match. She's actually ranked she's from Slovakia. She's number 19 in the world. It's not a big deal she lost this match again. No, I don't think so.
So Pliskova shakes this off. And
She'll shake it off.
She goes back to the hotel.
Yeah, she'll play the next tournament. It's a warm-up tournament. Usually the top 5 to 10 players, these are just warm-up tournaments. I don't think it matters.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I have Pliskova as one of my semifinalists, depending on the draw. I have Pliskova, that is Carolina, being a potential semifinalist at Wimbledon. So
have you noticed that some of these players that win these small tournaments end up losing in the first round anyways? True.
And I'm sure there's some marketing involved with that, too. All right, so another match written down today is we had, from what I know about the girl, by the way, she seems like a good player and very young, but this girl, Osaka, I find she's American, but I think she flies a Japanese flag. Either way, I think she is kind of with the American system, per se.
I don't know. I mean, her coach is not American.
No?
No.
I thought she was working out with like WTA and stuff. But
I did not hear that, no. I mean, she plays for Japan, and her coach, Sasha, I think is Russian.
Oh, yes.
Nothing
Totally.
to do with American tennis.
Yes. The Serena's previous hitting partner is
correct.
her coach.
Correct.
Got you. Okay, so, all right. So, anyway, moving forward, she won today. Is that good for her confidence going into Wimbledon?
Yeah, she needs it because she's young. For her, it's she does need that. She's just starting out in her career.
All right, so we have Pliskova's twin sister.
Completely different games.
Completely
Have you
different.
seen them play?
Yeah.
Her Carolina hits the ball, and then the Christine, she is more of a Rwanska.
Yeah.
No pace.
Yeah.
Just guides the ball. I don't know how that happens.
So she's like the Hingis Wozniacki,
But
Radwanska. Okay.
Tall, but just has no power in her shots.
So she wins today.
Oh wow.
She wins. She wins a first round match. Hadn't heard of her opponent. Her opponent's name was Perrin, a Swiss player, by the way. So hey, maybe we'll hear more about Perrin. Personally, never heard of her. But we had one of the two Pliskova sisters win today. Any importance of that match going toward Wimbledon?
No, not at all.
Don't really think so. Here is kind of my big star of the day, and I really don't have much more to talk about. in this tournament going into the first round, we had Eugenie Bouchard, the Canadian, that played in what I understand is the qualifying. I'm going to check this camera because I'm going to get into this one for a second.
I'm sure it's fine.
Okay? So, Eugenie Bouchard made a Wimbledon final, and I think she got beat by Serena.
I cannot remember. She's forgettable.
She made a final, but I forget who beat her. She did not win the final. It was probably Serena. I don't recall, and I should have written that. I just thought about it. She makes a Wimbledon final. Somehow proceeds to have one of the biggest falls from grace in all of sports for me, at least in tennis. I think we've all heard of the proverbial athlete that made some bad decisions and then all of a sudden just off the map.
Mm-hmm.
Promising tennis player, fighter, whatever happened, I don't know. But from going from a Wimbledon final to the absolute bottom of not necessarily life, but at all, but the game of tennis. We're talking tennis here, nothing personal. But to go from that level to the level of losing to a qualifier, Brady, another American player. Now I'm going somewhere with this. Brady's decent,
yeah.
okay? Brady's decent, okay? Again, the prototypical American influx player, right?
She trains at Lake Nona. We just saw a whole show about
that.
that.
And I'm not going anywhere negative or anywhere with that. I'm making a context. I'm creating a paradigm, kind of a corner to build on here. So Bouchard was at once a level, not terribly long ago, well above the level in which Brady could have ever gotten to and she will never get to by making that Wimbledon final. Does anybody disagree with me?
No.
At one point in time.
At one point in time, because she could have been with Halep, Wozniacki, Muguruza, Stevens.
Now, could Brady be in this conversation with those girls?
No, I don't think so ever.
All I'm trying to say is, Bouchard, whatever it is, figure it out. Play, don't play. Get off the swimsuit shoots, the whatever. If you want to do that, that's great. But most dudes that really play the game of tennis, I'm just talking from my perspective, don't look at tennis stuff to see a girl on a beach hanging off a cliff. I mean, you go elsewhere for that. I mean, it's kind of distracting to divulge into a game, much less play it to the level of Wimbledon final.
She needs to find a good coach, number one.
Or something.
She's fired many coaches. I remember when she hired Connors. Fired him after a day. I mean, she needs to talk to someone that can guide her. Maybe someone that used to be in the tour can help her out.
Look, all I know is my heart goes out to her.
Wait a minute, your heart goes out to her?
No. I'm going to tell you why. Because to go from that level, Wimbledon final, to not being able to get through qualifying at the Nature Valley Classic, that's got to hurt.
Maybe that fall that she had at the U.S. Open has everything to do with it.
Oh, she sued the USTA.
She said her game was never the same after that.
So maybe Brady was really mad about that, and then Brady really brought her attacking game to get retribution for the lawsuit that was insisted upon the USTA about some fall in the locker room.
There you go.
The picture's getting clearer.
Or maybe it's karma.
Maybe it's karma. Maybe not. That's really a good knowledge drop right there. Good job. She brings it every time. I didn't expect that. I forgot about the lawsuit. Maybe Brady was really mad about that. So here's my finishing thought for that, though. Check it out. Follow me. Okay? Follow me. The reason why I have the match tomorrow that Brady is playing in, I have it as the biggest match for me of the week, no matter who makes the final or not, of any tournament, men or women. Because of that qualifying match, right, that Brady won. Mm-hmm. She goes into the first round, which is a field of 32 at this tournament, and plays Strykova. Follow me. All right, so my forecast for American tennis right now is it's not doing that great and we need some changes. Mm-hmm. Am I wrong?
No, you're not.
All right. With that said, this is an opportunity for Brady to say, I beat Bouchard, who made the Wimbledon finals. Then to further that with a decisive win over this girl Strykova tomorrow, and I think she may gain some traction for Wimbledon. However, if the girl Brady loses this match, then I feel for her because everyone is going to think, oh, she just beat a crappy Bouchard who's off the face of the map and then loses to a first-round Strykova. Strykova's a veteran. She's been around a while. But I'm saying this match of the week for me is my match of the week. Watch it. Read about it. If Brady wins this match, Bouchard, for me, done.
I think you're putting too much into this match.
I think this is an opportunity for Brady to say that I'm a good player, but I think if she loses to Strykova, it'll make Bouchard look even worse.
I don't even think anybody cares. Does anybody care?
We'll see what happens. I think it's exciting because I think Bouchard is really a good player. She's made some bad choices, and I keep hoping to see her fight forward, and then I see her get beat by Brady. So for me, it's like, okay, maybe Brady's good and really good, and she'll make it deep into this tournament, and then I'll think that Bouchard still has a chance to get better. But if Brady comes in and loses in a first round of Strykova, then I really think American tennis is bad and Bouchard's even worse.
Bouchard's been losing to almost everyone.
Maybe that was not even explained well, but I'm interested to see how good Bouchard really is or isn't, and how good Brady is or isn't, because they both have been to decent levels of the game. And
okay.
Anyway, all right. So, an ending. We got to. Okay, yeah, she sued the WTA. Did have that written there. Okay, so all right. Notable matches for tomorrow: Svitolina and Vekic. Svitolina, good, been around. Vekic, we've mentioned her name.
Sure. The number 4 seed should win that.
So we'll see how that one goes. Are you gonna wake up to read about that match? No. Not really. Heather Watson plays Sarenko tomorrow. Not really worried about it.
Heather Watson needs the match.
She needs to win it.
She's from Britain,
British girl,
so yeah, she needs it. She was a promising youngster as well, and unfortunately for her, she's been injured so many times.
Yeah. I'm pulling for you, Heather Watson. Hopefully you do well. No offense to Sarenko, but Heather Watson, I hope you do well. Konta and Kvitova is tomorrow. Exciting match.
Oh, that's a good match. I'll watch that one.
Good match. I'll watch that one too.
Mm-hmm.
Coin toss for who wins. Really, they're both pretty solid players. That's a tough match. The only one I'd watch tomorrow, really, from this tournament, Van de Wey against Martic. Again, if you're watching Van de Wey, you're watching Brady. If you're watching Brady, you're watching Riz.
She's better because she finishes the points quicker, and she's a big girl. I mean, she's 6 feet tall.
Nice height.
Yeah, so, I mean, she's top 10. So she should win that match.
Is Coco top 10?
Yeah, I thought she was. I have to look, I'm sorry.
I don't think Coco's top 10, is she?
Van de Wey, right?
Yeah.
She's actually number 16. So she dropped one. She
Close enough.
before.
Close enough. All right. So moving forward, another match: Dodin versus Barty. I'm not worried about it. Barty's been winning, but
She won the last tournament, right?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter who wins here.
Muguruza plays Pavlyuchenkova, if I pronounced that correctly.
She's playing a power. Muguruza's playing a powerful Russian. Unfortunately, she never peaked to her game. I think Hingis was the coach at once.
Who? Pavlyuchenkova?
Pavlyuchenkova. So Muguruza should win that.
I would agree with you on that one as well. Again, a lot of these other players, these OVA ending name players, you have to be kind of careful for because they can really bring some heat. So I always say if you have an O, a V, and A in your name, Sharapova, Pavlyuchenkova, Rybarkova.
Maybe you should switch your name to Ova. You have a chance.
Yeah, if I change my name and it ends in like Ova, my name's Davis, so it'd be Davis Ova. If my last name was Davis Ova, I'd be a better tennis player. I would. If their last name is Ova, don't bet against them. Unless they're playing with Serena and her name ends in E and A. So E and A, don't mess with it. Ova, don't mess with that. Unless they're facing head to head, then go with the E and A. All right. So anyway, hey everybody, that kind of finishes up the day. We'll be back tomorrow with an update on both the men's and women's side. Again, we do it for you and also because we enjoy talking about it. And instead of us arguing back and forth about it, then we can just talk here and it gives us kind of a scapegoat. So anyway, really good match. That was really fun to do. Click a like below, subscribe below, and thanks as always for watching. We'll see you tomorrow with the next update. All right, it's sleep time.
Have a
See
good
ya.
night.
Have a good night. Take care. See ya.